little chilly today. A buddy of mine just got him a KLR, and we're off to hit some trails and stuff. He seems to be really enjoying the enduro scene. Done a few modifications to my bike as far as performance wise. It seems to help a good bit. Done some carb tuning. These gloves suck, I know that much. Head off. Daggone wind. A buddy of mine borrows this helmet all the time to ride dirt bikes with, and apparently the bolts in the visor was loose as shit. That thing flipped up and about took my head off. About 5 or 6 of us went dirt bike riding at Highland Park there 2 days ago, and if you've never been there, I would recommend it for sure. But yeah, I mean, you gotta, I would say not really a novice part. The main loops aren't too bad. He's getting after it. Yeah, the main loops aren't too bad, but boy, some of the trails are really gnarly. But it was a blast. Luckily, everybody we was with, can ride pretty good, and those that are kind of not so good, they're having to really pick it up quickly. But that's the one good thing about riding with a good group of guys and everything, is that you can learn a lot just by watching and go where they go and do what they do, and in a real short amount of time you'll be every bit as good as they are, as long as you just trust yourself. Yeah, and about a month or so back we went to Durham town down in Union Point, Georgia. That place is amazing, and if you ever have the opportunity to go to that part, definitely don't pass it up, because I've rode for, probably 25 plus years now, and has got to be definitely in the top 3 places I've ever rode. Got a lot of good flowing tracks to where and they're all single direction, so you ain't got to worry about any oncoming traffic. And you just have to go there and see for yourself. But we had an amazing time, and we rented a cabin there, stayed the night, and rode. I think we stayed 2 nights actually, and it was a hell of a time. And there again, you know, it's who you ride with. I mean, I love riding regardless, but even if I'm by myself, but the people you ride with definitely makes the trip. You know, because you don't want to be off for a day or two ride or something like that with a you know, pity potty or whatever you'd want to call them, a crybaby, whatever, you know. But the group of guys that I ride with, they're all really good guys, cool guys. Can all ride at the very least are adequate. You know, we've got from really good riders to, you know, fair. So that helps a lot. You can have a lot more fun because you're not having to worry. You know, hope so and so, you know, can get through that or whatever, you know, and having to constantly stop and wait. And, you know, everybody, you can do your own thing and not have to worry about making sure that, you know, everybody's caught back up, or, you know, nobody's, I mean, you know, wrecking, that's part of it, but make sure nobody's actually hurt themselves really bad, because you can pretty well tell what kind of rider they are. And, you know, shit's gonna happen, yeah, but for the most part, you don't really have to worry about them so much. You know, and that kind of goes back to that whole, there's 2 types of riders. There's those that have wrecked and those that will wreck. And to a certain degree, I agree with that completely. Yeah, he's loving the hell out of that KLR, which is what I'm riding, and I mean, I love the hell out of this thing. Like I said, not I've said before in previous videos that they're not amazing at anything particularly, but it's just a different kind of fun bike, you know. I think a lot of its downfalls, I guess you could say, not really downfalls, but inadequacies are kind of what makes the bike fun. You know, because that whole saying, it's funner to ride a slow bike fast than a fast bike slow. I think I've mentioned that before in a video or two, but it's the truth. You have a lot more fun and at a slower speed. I've had crotch rockets and all that, and the hauling ass and doing 150 and blah blah blah, but the lifespan of that kind of fun isn't nowhere near as long as the kind of fun you can have on one of these. You don't see too many old ass crotch rocket riders, you know. There's a reason for that.